Bad day for a ride in the convertible, though, Seth.
No, unless you own a car wash.
Yeah.
No, in a convertible, altogether bad day, unless you have an umbrella that can withstand that type of wind, right?
Right.
But unfortunately, we don't have any. So you're going to need a car that has a top. That's kind of that's the case in Utah. All right, I want to start you guys off with a look at the sunset. Meg Roberts sent this in from Salt Lake City. Gorgeous, gorgeous sunset there. Now down in the south, we didn't get a split in the clouds, so we weren't able to see the sunset, but we saw a rainbow. Check this out. This is from the Black Desert Resort earlier. I'm going to put this into motion. This is a time lapse. You're going to see it did stay pretty. We had the rain start to move on in. You're going to see several showers roll through. It even hits the camera there. Yeah. Splotches of rain on the lens. It was a soggy Monday vibes across the state, and we do still have some precipitation out there. Echoes of moisture in the south, but up here in the north, we are still battling some fairly moderate rain showers, especially towards Ogden and Kaysville in the northern Wasatch Front. You see that little bit of yellow and the darker green right there? That indicates heavier precipitation. And then along most of the Wasatch Front, we're just dealing with some light drizzles. Now down in the south, for the most part, they've cleared out. Milford and parts of the southwest desert are still looking at some precipitation, and as well as the southern mountains, but for the most part, it's cleared on out for now. Now, the southern mountains are under a winter weather advisory. This is in effect now and holds until noon tomorrow. Now, mostly, we're not going to see any snow below 9,000 feet. We could see snowflakes mix in all the way down to 7,000, 7,500 feet, but the straight snow, that's going to be above 9,000 feet, reserved for mountaintops, 5 to 9 inches in the southern mountains when all is said and done. Temperatures are on the downslope. 32 degrees in Rock Springs, just hit freezing. We have 50s and 40s across the state, 52 degrees in Moab, 48 for Provo, 42 up in Cache Valley, and then 45 in Cedar City. That wet weather potential holds on overnight. You're going to notice here in the MetroCast as we advance into the early morning hours, we're going to see those rain showers holding on. And even after the sun comes up, we still don't escape that wet weather. 53 degrees by 10 a.m. in Salt Lake City. Our Futurecast is going to walk us through the next couple of days. So here's that low pressure system. It's going to move on to the east, but we get that wraparound moisture thanks to that counterclockwise rotation. And by 7 o'clock in the morning, your morning commute, you'll be battling a couple of rain showers up here in the north, and we'll start to see them bubble up here in the south as well. But with the addition of daytime heating, we're going to see those storms really start to bubble up. We could hear some rumbles of thunder as well, especially from central to southern Utah. But the north is getting a decent amount of precipitation as well. Now, overnight, it's going to clear on out, but don't let that fool you, because by Wednesday, more wet weather is on deck. Not a whole lot. It's more isolated in nature, and it holds on mostly to the higher terrain, but we can't rule out a shower or two spinning its way into the Wasatch Front, and then it clears on out by Wednesday night. Now, we're talking rain in the south. We got to talk flash flood potential. It is possible if you're planning on going to any of the outdoor recreation areas tomorrow. You're going to want to make sure you keep your eyes to the skies and stay forewarned, because we could see flash floods pop up in places like slot canyons and dry washes, and that can happen in just minutes, even if it's not raining in your location. So make sure that you stay weather aware if you're in any of those outdoor areas. Wet weather potential tomorrow remains very likely. It starts to taper on off into Wednesday, but as you see behind me, by the time we hit the end of the weekend, we could be seeing more wet weather. Let me show you the big picture here. So there's that low pressure system. Say bye to that, but we have another one that's going to be swooping on in, bringing more wet weather. Unsettled conditions hold on into Wednesday, but then this high pressure starts to build, and that's going to help really clear things out and crank those temperatures up, also acting as a storm block, keeping that low pressure to the south. But then we have our eye on that other storm that would be rolling in from the Pacific, bringing in more moisture by the end of the weekend. As for tomorrow, we're going to be in the 60s in the north, 50s for valleys down south, 67 in Bluff, as well as Lake Powell, and St. George will top out with a daytime high of 70 degrees tomorrow. Or 68 degrees, rather. I'm sorry. Scattered thunderstorms do hold on, but then the 70s come back by Wednesday, eventually warming into the 80s for your Thursday, and 91 degrees by Friday. Hello, 90s. It's starting to feel a little bit like summer, 94 for Sunday. Now, the Wasatch Front has scattered showers on Tuesday as well, and there's a chance we could hear some thunder all the way into Wednesday. 70s making a comeback up here in the north as well as the 80s. We haven't seen that for a week or two. 86 degrees on Saturday, and then it cools down next Monday with isolated thunderstorms.
Ooh, I'm all for that weekend coming up. Friday, Saturday, it's going to look nice.
Yeah, I'm for the weekday. I love the beautiful weather.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Anything that doesn't say 100, I'm good with.
We're not there yet.
Ready.
We're not there yet.
ready.
Give it a month.
Yeah.